Hello everyone, this is Peter Gashola, and this is my channel, The Energy Academy. Welcome. Here we talk about all things metaphysical and esoteric. In the past you've seen me do videos on dowsing with a pendulum, on asking basic yes or no questions, and even how you could do multiple choice questions. And we will be doing more videos with dowsing with a pendulum in the future. Some interesting stuff. But today I want to shift gears and talk about access consciousness and access bars, which is another modality that I practice. So, access bars. As an access bars practitioner, I want you to think of me as a IT guy for your energy. So what I do with my hands, I come and visit you, and in my hands I connect to your computer system, and I instruct your computer system to delete any useless old files from your hard drive. And as we're deleting those old, useless files that are no longer serving you, we're also defragmenting your hard drive so that your system will run more efficiently. And as your system's running more efficiently, your system stays healthier. And that is basically what it is. It's, energetically speaking, that's what I'm doing for you, is I'm clearing out any old, useless files or thoughts, judgments, or considerations that you've developed over the years, and helping you clear those out to make space for things that will serve you better. So access consciousness, access bars, and that's basically what it is. There's 32 points on your head that are referred to as bars, and each of these points relate to different aspects of your life energetically. Things like money, control issues, your creativity, communication, body image, how you heal, sexuality, joy, sadness, and many more aspects of your life. So what happens is, as we're going through life, whether it's through our peers, our parents, television, teachers, church, we develop these ideas, these judgments, these considerations about all these aspects in our life. And I like to use money as an example because everybody can relate to that. So picture, if you will, a pipe or a straw, and flowing through it is the energy of money. So when you come into this world as a newborn, you have no thoughts, considerations, judgments, and the energy flows freely. And as we go through life, we hear things and learn things like, for instance, I'm sure everyone's heard this one: the love of money is the root of all evil. Well, that's a judgment, and if you take that on, you're putting a kink in the straw, limiting the flow of money energy into your life. Money doesn't grow on trees. That's another kink. You have to work hard to make money. That's another kink. What's another good one? We're not the Rockefellers. I'm sure we've heard that from our parents or something similar in the past. So every time we hear something like this and we take it on for ourselves, that puts a kink in the straw or the bar and slows the energy down. So my job as a practitioner, or not a job, but what I do as a practitioner is I come along and go through the different points on your head and gently release these blockages. It's kind of like an electrostatic discharge, but gentle. And that's what we do. Now, the really cool thing about access consciousness is it's not just about the bars. They also have many tools in the form of questions that are great, that we can use for helping to improve our lives. And I'm going to give an example of that. So for instance, well, before I even give an example, how that works is when you ask a question, that brings the energy to the surface. It brings the energy around you regarding that question. So then the trick is, ask the question, but don't try and figure out the answer yourself. Ask the question and leave it. And by doing that, what you're doing is you're allowing the universe a chance to answer that question for you in a way that is most beneficial to you. And it's not always the way you expect. That's why you leave it to the universe to do, because chances are it'll be the best answer at that time for you. Not always the one you expect, and sometimes better than you expect. But it's always, always the most beneficial to you, even if it doesn't seem like it in the moment. Now, a very simple question I like to use is, how does it get any better than that? There's a book written by Gary Douglas, who's the founder of Access Consciousness and Access Bars. And the book is Money Isn't the Problem, You Are. It's a fantastic book. It's helped me a lot with how I think about money and what it does for me. I will put a link down below for you guys to find it. Great book. So in the book, there's a story, or it might actually be the other book. There's also another book called The Right Riches to You. It might actually be in that book. I can't remember. But I'll give you the story anyway. So there was a woman attending an Access Consciousness class, or an Access Bars class. And as she's leaving for the day, they were at some hotel, and she steps outside the room where they were doing the class, and she finds a dime. And she picks up the dime and she says, "Oh, how does it get any better than that?" She steps outside the hotel, and she was going to take the subway home, but she found a $10 bill on the sidewalk or in the street. And she ended up picking that up and saying, "How does it get any better than that?" And instead of taking the subway, she ended up taking a cab home. When she got to her destination and she got out of the cab, there was a diamond tennis bracelet in the gutter. And she picked it up and said, "Well, it can't get any better than that." And as soon as you say that, you cut the energy off. If she had kept saying, "How does it get any better than that?" who knows? She might own the Empire State Building today. That's just a fun little story in the book. So whether you, and this tool works well whether it's something positive or negative. So if you find a dime, a quarter, a dollar bill, or in Canada, a loonie, and you pick it up and you say, "How does it get any better than that?" And don't think about how it's going to get any better. Just ask the question and let it go. And the universe will be very excited to show you how it can get better than that. And even in a situation that you would consider negative or non-beneficial, ask the question, and the universe will show you how it can get better than that. It's really, truly amazing. So I'm going to leave off with that for now, and I'll put a link down below for those two books. Money Isn't the Problem, You Are, and The Right Riches for You, both written by Gary Douglas. Fantastic books. They've helped me with my perspectives quite a bit, and they're an easy read, fun, and how does it get any better than that? So tune in soon, and I'll be doing another video on this, and we'll talk about other questions and things that we can do to improve our lives. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll talk to you again soon.